When shopping for a fifth wheel toy hauler RV, there's a couple of different things that you should be considering. First of all, there's a lot of different floor plan options out there that might best suit your needs. And this one here is one that I think a lot of people will take a liking to. And then also, any fifth wheel toy hauler is already going to be a pretty significant financial investment. So you might as well get something that is pretty good quality and also has a nice feel inside. And I think this Valor here checks off a heck of a lot of boxes. Let's go take a look. What's up, y'all? Welcome back to another video. For y'all that are new here, my name is Myles with Firmly Unbound, and we are here at Blue Compass RV today in Dallas, Texas, taking a look at this Alliance Valor 40V13. This is a toy hauler I've been really excited to film that I haven't got to cover yet, and I really like the floor plan layout on it. You'll be able to see the floor plan layout and the specs on the screen. And then real quick, before we dive into this, again, I'm here at Blue Compass RV in Dallas, Texas. So if you are interested in this RV at any point in time in the video, or if you are just ready to start shopping for your next RV, there is a link down below in the comments and description of this video where you can get the most up-to-date pricing information and all of the different locations across the US, as they have over 100 different locations in 33 different states. So we're just gonna go through a few things on the outside here real quick before we hop inside, then we'll come back out. First of all, beautiful looking front cap. Even has like some 3D design aspects in that front cap there. Hopefully you can see that. So it bulges out a little bit and looks really clean. Really nice look. It has LED light bars here with a diffuser on them. So this is gonna give it more of a glowing effect on those. You have a Kurt Rotaflex pin box. So this is going to absorb your shock as you go up and down the road. And we'll get into all the storage and everything like that on the outside after we come back from taking a look at the inside. You do have an outdoor entertainment area here, so you get an outdoor TV, outdoor speakers, and a mini refrigerator. This is a triple axle toy hauler, as it should be with this size fifth wheel RV. And then you have the patio off the back. This is also a ramp to load your toys up into the garage space. So we'll take a look more at that. You do have an air compressor already on board on this toy hauler. And there's one other very significant outside aspect that I need y'all to see before we go inside, just in case you're one of those people that exits out of the video before we come back outside. You have a, oh my gosh, I totally forgot what this is called, a water manifold system. There we go. So a complete water manifold system, one of the few toy haulers that you'll get, and certainly I think this is the only one in this price range that I can even think of that has a water manifold system. So this gives you individual shutoff valves to every component inside of your fifth wheel RV, so that you don't have to turn the power, or you don't have to turn the water off to everything in your RV if there is a water line that happens to break or anything like that. You have individual shutoff valves for everything there. So that is really impressive to see. You'll have all the other stuff that you expect from a fifth wheel toy hauler: generator on board, fuel station in the back, and the gross vehicle weight rating on this is 20,000 pounds with a 4,713 pound cargo carrying capacity. These big fifth wheel toy haulers like this that are over 40 feet, that are full profile toy haulers, always recommend a 1-ton dually for something like this. Nice thing with Alliance is on their Valor products, that number after the V is the length of the garage, so very easy to figure out. This is a 40V13, so it's going to have a 13-foot garage. It is warranted for full-time RVing, and it does have an Azdel sidewall, so it's composite panels in the sidewall, not Luan, which is going to last longer, not be susceptible to water damage, and is more lightweight. Has a strut-assisted entry step there, so you can see it goes up on its own, and then it's pretty much weightless coming down. And as we step up inside, I have the standard lens on right now, so you can get a view with everything in here with the standard lens. Right away, what I notice when I walk into this floor plan is just all the seating space. That is something where there are a lot of toy haulers, I'm sure you've probably seen, that just do not really give a good living room and kitchen layout, or they're just really just one and the same with an island kitchen sort of setup. This here giving you 5 seats in this living space. So really nice. This is also a pull-out sofa, so that will make into a bed, and then some absolutely massive storage that you have inside of here. Now, as we take a look around, I am going to put the wide-angle lens on. This isn't a super wide-angle lens, but it does give a little bit more information to y'all in the frame. So snap that on, get a little bit wider perspective. And as we go around, right away, start with just your viewing angle here from the sofa. You got a pretty good spot to hang out in this area. Again, 5 seats here, so lots of seating space. You have an electric fireplace in here. You have a JBL sound system. These JBL speakers have a mid-range speaker and a tweeter speaker in them, so good sound clarity with that. Your sound controls right there. And then you have a Jensen 50-inch screen TV. No storage behind here because of the outdoor kitchen. Open this up. These are tinted glass doors here. Nice, huge storage space in this area. That is massive. And this here is going to be magnet latches on these cabinets, and they have soft close hinges on them as well. And I promise I'm not going to keep saying as well. I'm going to kick off my shoes. Down underneath here, you do got a good little handy spot. You can slide your shoes underneath. Right when you walk in, you have all of your controls here for the fifth wheel. So all manual switches for everything, very easy to use. You have your start and stop for your generator. And then you have a dimmer switch here, so you can dim these lights here in the living room. Looking up at the ceiling, since we're looking up there right now, you have your AC here in the living room. This is a non-ducted AC, so this is just going to dump air down into the space. That is going to prevent air from having to run through ducting in a hot attic cavity, so you're getting direct cool air straight into this big living room area with some adjustable vents there, so you can adjust where you want the air to hit. Going to your 3-cushion sofa here, all 3 of these cushions are recliners. They're also going to have pop-out cup holders. You have slide-out flooring that matches the flooring with the rest of the fifth wheel. You have absolutely massive windows. They call these atrium windows, which is essentially Alliance just trying to make these windows as big as they possibly can in each space that they put them in. You have pull-down blackout shades, and then they have this, looks like an epoxy poured border or frame, there we go, around the window. So all of your windows have that black frame. Pull strings on your pull-down blackout shades so you can easily find those. All this additional storage up here, so they could have opted to give you bigger windows and delete this storage, but giving you more storage up through this space. And then let's see what we got going on here. Okay, oh, these are power recliners. So nice. We like that. It looks like maybe just the middle one will be a standard recliner with the pull string. But you can see these all lay down about like so. So really comfortable seating in the space there, the Kensington collection. And let's take a sit test. Oh yeah, ooh, these are comfy, y'all. These are definitely comfy. And I love having the 3-cushion sofa. I mean, if you just want to kick your feet up and hang out like this, you definitely can do that. And this is a nice, comfortable space where you can, you know, be a little bit taller and stretch out. You have a great place if you want, you know, if you let your dogs up on the furniture, your dog can cuddle with you, or you can cuddle with your loved ones, have the little kids also fit in this space with you. And just a really practical seating space all the way around. And all 3 of these are certainly going to be the most comfortable seats in the house right across from the TV. But even though this is a trifold sofa that makes into a bed, this is also very comfortable, more comfortable than a lot of other options out there. Up above here, you have these gigantic cabinets. Those are massive. And all that storage space up through there. I think that's just a cool look and aesthetic with how big those are. I mean, those are some statement cabinets there for sure. Close that up. And then we go back into the kitchen space. There are no floor vents in this fifth wheel RV, so they're running the heat through the cabinetry. Flip up countertop space here. Since you don't technically have a dining table, you could put a bar stool right here, have a spot to sit and eat if you want, or just have additional prep or serving space. Outlet here. U-shaped kitchen, solid surface countertops. And then you can see your window there looking out into your campsite. Again, huge statement cabinets. These things are huge. They are gigantic. And there are 3 shelves here in this cabinet. Very, very impressive. Behind here you have 3 drawers. These are going to have a plywood construction on the drawers, it looks like. And it has these reinforced drawers. Basically what that means, they can hold up to 90 pounds because they have this additional plywood plank there, giving it more support underneath. A little bit bigger drawer here. And drawer there. Storage underneath your sink, of course. Open this up, nice big open storage space. Soft close on those cabinets, magnet latches to hold them shut. Single basin stainless steel sink, and a black faucet. Real tile backsplash, so actual tile. Outlet up in the corner underneath the cabinetry, and another outlet here. I think I pointed that out already, but just to make sure. Bottle opener here in the kitchen, and then you have this huge gray stone 4-burner stove and oven. So nice, good cooking surface there. Huge oven space, has a little bit more of the industrial look with the stainless steel and how this sticks up over the top of the countertop. Really like the look of that. Residential size microwave. And more storage up here. Max air vent fan right above our heads. So that will vent out the smells as you're cooking. You can open that up. Then you have a 12-volt refrigerator here. This is a Everchill refrigerator. And let's see. Okay, nothing really as far as like a latch holding that in place. It looks like, yeah, there's no, interesting. I was expecting there, I mean, it's really strong magnets, but I bet you, I wonder, I don't know if there's like a locking mechanism for this, which it might need going down the road. Okay, that makes more sense. There's a handle down here to grab it. I was like, why does this not feel natural to open? But there's a handle down underneath this spot, and then this opens right here. Looks like it does have the ability to have an ice maker in there, and you have your freezer portion through here. Storage up above the refrigerator. And one of the big things with Alliance as well that I don't think I do a good enough job talking about is they're independently owned. So they're one of the few RV manufacturers that have been as successful as they are, being independently owned. And independently owned meaning they aren't one of the manufacturers that's ultimately under the umbrella of Thor or Forest River, as a lot of brands are. They are their own independent company, and I think that just gives them an added touch of customer service that you might not experience from other brands. And I've personally worked with Alliance directly at their manufacturing facilities, and legitimately some of the best people I have met in this industry. So that is one of the advantages to owning an Alliance RV as well. And you can go check out like the Alliance RV owners group on Facebook and things of that nature if you want to dig more into those side of things. Your lights on this fifth wheel, they sit flush with the ceiling just about, so I like those. And LED lighting up in the crown molding. You have your light fixture up here in the ceiling. And that's nearly everything here in the living room space. Don't want to make sure I didn't miss anything. Oh yeah, of course you got to have a pantry as well. So you have your pantry here. It does have a motion activated light, but you have to stick your hand back in here. I'm not sure where the sensor is exactly. There we go, got it to come on. But see how it kind of took a second for that sensor to activate. These shelves are also removable. You can see there's a magnet latch holding it in place, and then your supports here. So you can take these out if you would like. These ACs are a Coleman Mach AC, so they are very quiet. This AC is on full blast right now, and you likely haven't even really been able to hear it in this video. And then that brings us back to the garage. I'll show you some of the literature here too, because Alliance does such a good job of putting so many different pieces of literature inside of their fifth wheel so you can really know what you're looking at. So take a chance to look at that really quick. It's a weather-resistant patio door. They also have an insulated garage floor. So not all toy haulers have an insulated garage floor. The flooring on this one, though, is insulated. And as we come back to this garage space, if this is your first time seeing a toy hauler, you're in luck. And if you have been one of the people commenting on other videos that you want to see all of the functions on how these work, you're in luck. Because today is the day I'm going to show you how all of this bed setup works. Now, I don't show this on every single toy hauler video because it's likely going to take me about 15 to 20 minutes to show all the different configurations with this in total. And every single toy hauler that uses these bed systems, which is basically every single thing out there, all operate the exact same. So I don't feel the need to show it every single time, because if you've seen it one time, you've seen it for every toy hauler out there. They all work the same. But we'll get to that in just a second. So you have your patio set up here. Going out to the patio, again, weather-resistant door, rated for 1,500 pounds in the patio position, 3,000 pounds in the ramp position. One thing I like about this is it has a slam latch garage door. So not only can I close this from inside, I can literally grab this cable and close this patio from inside. I also can open it from inside with this yellow latch here. So I really like being able to have the ability to open and close this without having to run outside the RV to unlatch something. Definitely nice that the weather conditions aren't ideal and you can just do that very quickly. You have the patio set up here that will go around the perimeter of the patio. Also, this is a 0G ramp door, so you can see it actually just stayed in that elevated position now, and it's gonna be virtually weightless for you as you lift that up and down. 3-season patio doors. So these are actually a glass door here, and these glass panels can go all the way up, or as they currently sit right now, are open, so you can let air in, but you can also block that air out. And then you'll have very little as far as any weather coming in if you keep these closed completely. You can see here where you basically can line these up, and your only little gaps would be like up here in the crack where any sort of air could potentially come in when you close these up all the way. So great to be able to leave these open if it's windy outside or whatever, but you still want to have the light coming in. They added the LED light strips back through here, so you do have those LED lights on these components here. And then for exact specs on different things on this fifth wheel, let's knock this out real quick. You have a staggering 6-foot 5-inch tall entry door. So that is really nice. Most people will not actually have to duck to go in and out of the entry door, something you almost always inherently do because you've just gotten so conditioned and used to having to duck if you're over 6 feet tall to go in and out of an RV. And your bedroom and bathroom heights are phenomenal as well. We'll get to those when we get up there. This garage here, it is 94.5 inches wide, and then you lose about 3 inches with these rails right here. So this is about 1.5 inches, and this one over here is about 1.5 inches. So you're at about 91.5 inches wide in total, but your entry door is really where you have the most limiting space to get something in and out of here, where your max height on this entry door is 87 inches tall from the floor up to here, and it cannot get any taller than that. And then your max width on this entry door is going to be 85 inches wide. So that is what you're working with to load toys in and out of this space. Now let's move some of this stuff out of the way. Let me get this set down here. Look at the garage flooring. You can see you have this nice toy hauler garage flooring. It's weather resistant. You can literally spray this down with water. And then you have this track system here where you have pins that will snap in here to mount different accessories, or not mount accessories, to put rings in here to tie down your toys. And you have a completely flexible system where you can put them anywhere you want in this garage. Entry door into the garage, and a loft up above in the garage space. So if you're using this as an additional bedroom, you have this loft up here. See that space in there with the mattress, or you can use that for storage. These toy haulers make a great second bedroom or an office space if you want to use it for that. A lot of people are doing that as well. You have your porcelain foot flush toilet, stainless steel sink here in the bathroom, and a mirror there going up. You got a vent fan in this bathroom and your light. You also can do washer and dryer in this garage if you want to do that here instead of in the bedroom, but you also have the option to do it in the bedroom. So you can do one or the other, whatever you want. Now in here, this will be prepped for a combo washer and dryer unit, as it does not have a spot to vent out a dryer. Even with the construction and design of this, you literally would have to run dryer hose up over this door where there's not enough space to do it, or like adhere it to this and run it out to the sidewall to vent it out. So best thing to do would get a combo washer dryer if you want to do it in this space, although keep in mind it will block that heat vent that is right there. So not ideal. The most ideal position would be to do washer dryer in the bedroom. Now when we turn back around, also I didn't point out the additional storage up here real quick, and your TV here. This is a 12-volt TV, so this will run off the battery system, which is nice. Here's your awning controls. You have an awning over the patio, light controls, and then your bed lifts to make these go up and down. So right now you see these in the sofa position, right? Have your sofa, flip down cup holders, flip down cup holders. That's how that works. Then to get this into the bed position, and you know what? Let's see if I can set this camera up somewhere that would make sense. There's not really a good spot. I'm gonna have to just put you on the floor. Unfortunately, I should have brought my tripod today, but I did not, so that's on me. But if we just put you on the floor right here, I think this will still work. So these beds here, they just fold over like so. Super easy, very simple. And they do have additional leg supports in the middle that will drop down. So you can see here, now you have one big, massive bed. You have additional legs that can drop down for more support. So you can get that extra support. But I mean, it will hold me right here. See, being 6'1" without my shoes on, it's a massive sleeping surface. It's huge. So you have that bed there. Then this will go up and down. So we have our controls on the wall here. Now, this top bunk that we have does not move independently. So as this bed goes up, you can see here, it takes a minute. It's not super fast. This bunk has to come down with it. So I'm going to show you how that works next. We got to get this all the way up though, so that we can release the pins here holding this in place so that it will come down with this bed, which I'll do in just a second. So got it almost all the way up. Now you see this little latch right here. To get this to come down, you're going to want to flip these over the other way. So they were sticking out like that. And if I remember correct, we're going to want to flip these over like so. So you see this little tab right there exposed. I think these are going to be in all four corners. Let me get over here. Okay, yep, can feel it there. So all four corners will have these latches. Super hard to show in this space, I apologize. But latch up there, flip those all around. Already did this one. And that should allow this bed to catch. Now, if you don't do that, yep, there it goes. That sound was the bed catching. So it's now caught and it's going to come down. If you don't do that, the bed is going to stay in place. So pretty easy system. It actually prevents from having to use like pins that you have to pull out that can be really annoying. They're easy to lose. Never been a fan of the pull, like a pin system on these, so I actually like this a lot better. And you can see how they come down at the same time now. So I'll let these drop down. And there it is, that bed will stop right there. So that bed stops. This one you can keep dropping down as low as you want it to go. It'll go, you know, as far down as the supports will let it. And now you have your bed that stays right here. You also have a table down underneath here. So this is a freestanding table. Almost every fifth wheel toy hauler in this price range is going to come with a table. I haven't seen one that doesn't. So a nice freestanding table you can use in this area. It comes with a ladder here to get up into these bunks and also into the loft. And then the last thing is these also go flat against the wall. So I'm going to push this back all the way up, because if you want this in the, there's a couple different configurations if you want to load toys up into here. Let me switch all these back over so this stays up when we get this up there. So you're getting a full run through of how this works here. We'll start pushing these up. I got to get the back corner as well. I'm going to lift it up a little bit so I can get up underneath it and not climb over the bed. You get back on the other side. Got all four pins flipped back around. Before it gets all the way up, you can see you have your AC up here. It is not ducted with the rest of the fifth wheel, so it is just going to dump air down into this space, giving you really efficient cooling and also preventing any cross-contamination with fumes if you have toys with gasoline back in here. We'll keep pushing this up, and eventually it's going to snap into place right there. All four corners latched in place, and now we can bring this back down, and you see there the bed just stays where it's at. So this will come back down, and then the last thing that you can do with these is you push these both up to get max height for loading toys into the space. If you need, or sorry, to get max width with loading toys into the space. If you need max height and these all the way at the highest position doesn't give you enough height space there, then you can drop these sofas down, which involves pulling these pins. This is the only thing I'm not going to show because I don't want to lose these pins, and it's very hard to do with one hand. But both of these sofas drop down against the sidewall, and that'll give you more height clearance to load toys in. So those are all of the different configurations that you have with this seating system and this bunk system that will be essentially universal for every toy hauler out there. So now you know. That's pretty much everything in this space. I already showed you the half bath and everything else. These here are vents that you can open up while you're going down the road, so it lets air flow through here. So you'll have one here and one in this corner, so you can get a cross breeze through here as you're going down the road. And then let's go up into the bedroom and bathroom. Now this is where it gets really significant. Let me look at my measurements real quick. Sorry. No, I'm spinning around all over the place. Your shower height is what's the most impressive. So in the bedroom and bathroom, the Max ceiling height is 6'5.5" Max shower height is 6'10". And in fact, let's just take this with me so I don't forget. I actually measured these out with a tape measure. Spot under here for your shoes. Shout out to the camo Crocs holding it down for me. Sliding pocket door going to the bathroom. Grab handle going to the space. Window here for additional natural light. Now into the space, 6'5.5" to the ceiling, 6'3" to right here. Now this is interesting because I'm only 6'1" with my shoes off, and I still inherently almost duck without thinking about it because it just feels a little tight with these, you know, where the pocket doors are with those supports. But I don't have to, being 6'1". I'm doing something that's not necessary. Now your shower is crazy. I love what they did with the shower because they dropped the floor to sit. It looks like it's sitting even lower than the floor in the rest of the fifth wheel, which is going to give you a shower height of 6'6" to right here, and then 6'10.5" up into the skylight, which is wildly impressive for a fifth wheel toy hauler. And the shower head sits so high, the camera is actually at my eye level right now, and look, like I have to look up at it. So that will easily sit over my head. In fact, if I flip the camera around, you can see here, it is well over the height of my head there. And this is a huge shower. This thing is massive as far as height goes, and not something that is common at all in fifth wheel toy haulers. So I really like that. I think that is sweet. Come back out. You have your, what am I thinking of? Countertop storage, and you have medicine cabinet storage, and this little cubby that tucks back in here. How cool is that? Very thoughtful design. Stainless steel sink, storage underneath here, and a porcelain foot flush toilet. And it says soft close. The soft close function on this one, I guess, not quite working. So something they got to look at there. I also really like in the shower, this is all a molded fiberglass one-piece shower. You do have a little bench there, and this molded material goes all the way up to the roof line there. So protecting your sidewalls from any moisture damage. You do have a light that sits inside the shower door, so you do get lighting into the space. And then you have a glass door here for the shower. Going into the bedroom, you have dual entry into the bathroom, as you could see as I just stepped foot in here. So you can come straight out of the shower, step right into the bedroom, and put on your clothes, things like that. You have dimmer light switches in both your bedroom and the living room, so you can see how those lights dim. You have this adjustable switch right here to do that. King size bed in the bedroom. Not a terrible amount of space on each side of the bed to walk around, as you can see here. Comes with the pillows, comes with the bedding. You have balances on your side windows to block out light coming in through the sides of the shades. And then across from here, you do have a TV installed in the bedroom. Another 12-volt TV, going to be about a 32-inch screen TV there. You have your hidden storage for your valuables, belongings, and any pew-pew devices that you might have. 3 pull-out cabinets. Storage space, or not storage space, but a little spot under here for shoes, like that. Magnet latch here to catch the door, so added little qualities right there. Flip this up underneath the bed. You have storage under here. You also have, ooh, look at this. I didn't know this. It comes with bar stools for out in the living area. So you have some additional seating space with that. And this has a hidden slide mechanism. So you can actually see the slide components down underneath there. Or actually, no, that might be a cable-driven slide. We'll see when we go outside. It might be a hidden slide component, though, where you actually don't see any of the slide components from outside. But we'll have to verify that when we get out there. And Alliance cutting corners here. Shame on them, but going to prevent you from hitting your knees. But nonetheless, cutting corners. Small little bedside table space, outlets, USB ports, and most likely a mattress you're probably going to want to upgrade. Really cool wardrobe setup where you can see the entire wall is mirrors essentially, and this has a couple different functions. So you have a door that opens up here, and you have all of this storage space right there. 2 drawers that pull out, clothing rod here, and a shelf. Then this goes back shut. You have latches to keep these closed while you're going down the road. And then this middle portion opens up. This latched in place on me. There we go. This is where you can do washer and dryer. So you have the same identical storage on this side of the closet. Then you have this huge middle compartment where in here, this looks like it is equipped. I actually haven't seen a washer and dryer installed in one of these before. It's looking like they actually could go side by side in here. It looks like it would be washer on one side, dryer on the other. There's nothing here telling me where a dryer vent would go, but that's what it looks like. It doesn't look like this shelf needs to come out to do a stackable. It looks like they fit side by side. And they have outlets down here on both corners, which would make me think one would plug in there, one would plug in here. So if that's the case, that's awesome, because then you still maintain this shelf and you get the clothing rod here for additional hanging storage. Let's just check in here to make sure we're not missing anything. Yeah. Oh, Winegard satellite plug right here as well, it looks like. And your clothing rod. So just giving everything kind of a thorough look through to make sure I'm not missing anything. AC in here is ducted into the bathroom, so you get that AC vent into the bathroom. And I think that's just about everything, y'all. Trying to make sure I didn't miss anything. But man, I think that's just about it. So let's step back outside and go take a look at the outside of this fifth wheel RV. Let me know what you think so far down below in the comments. Hopefully you appreciate my added effort to go through and get the toy hauler garage portions shown for you. And let's step outside and take a look at all the goodness on the outside of this toy hauler, as this thing is pretty dang feature rich. So a lot of these things will be universal across every Valor toy hauler from Alliance. Slam latch baggage doors on these doors here, which is going to require 2 hands. The only thing I don't like about them is they require 2 hands when I'm working with the camera. Pass-through storage compartment here. Outdoor switches for your slide outs in your awnings. This is so clever, and I'm so glad Alliance does this. So this gives you quick, easy access to push your slides in and out. And in fact, you know what? Let's go ahead and push this slide in. You can see it's a cable-driven slide mechanism. So easy. And now I'll be able to show you with the slides in what the inside looks like. We'll push the other slide in when we get to the other side. So can do this from outside very easily. You have your awnings up there. You also can control if it starts getting windy. You don't have to run inside if it starts raining, whatever. You also have a spot here to run electrical power cords through, as you have your outlets here on the wall. Spray port right here. So this is going to be a spray port that you can have water on your campsite. Solid steps, outdoor kitchen as we talked, or outdoor entertainment space as we talked about. Triple axle toy hauler. This is the MoRide CRE 3000 suspension system on here, and these have a Sterling tire on them. It's a 235 85R16 tire. Black wheels on there, black rims, and fully enclosed underbelly, and all your water tanks and water lines sit above the enclosed underbelly, and you have this high performance running gear. This is really the easiest way for me to show you a good breakdown of this high performance running gear. A lot of stress goes into these axles and suspension connection points down here when you turn these things. So a lot of support down underneath here with this added brace, also this added steel beam right there. Those are all additional things that not every fifth wheel RV will have that give it added support so nothing snaps under there over time. Air compressor out here, so you got an air compressor on board. Again, your patio, it's a 0G patio door, so virtually weightless. One thing to know with air pressure, when you go to close this patio door, for it to slam close properly, you need to have one of your exterior entry doors open so the air pressure can release when you go to slam that door. Ladder to get up onto the roof. This does sit flat against the sidewall when it's not in the climbing mode. And then you have your fuel station here, 60 gallons of fuel capacity with your fuel pump. 6-point hydraulic auto leveling. You have a rack and pinion style, likely hydraulic slide right there. And then, okay, cable-driven slide mechanism here on the bedroom. Through here, we already looked at this. You have the water manifold system. Actually, I showed you that already. 30-pound propane bottle, auto leveling controls behind this panel. And then up front, you have this additional storage space because they're utilizing a drop frame construction, which I'll show you in just a second. You have a 60-amp solar charge controller battery disconnect switch and quick access to your hydraulic water lines through there, so they're nice and hidden for you. You have battery compartment down through here, another battery disconnect switch, and generator under here, and it is using this Yamaha generator. This is a 6,000 watt generator from Yamaha, and it has the inverter technology on it. So that is a 6,000 watt generator that will power your entire fifth wheel RV. That is just about everything. You know what I forgot to do? Forgot to close the slides. Last little thing. Let's close this slide up so we can see it with the slides closed, and then we'll get you out of here and onto the next video that you can watch. Right here, switches. Slide 1, slide 2, it's probably slide 2. Oh, did I pick right? Oh yeah, I did, okay. There we go, so slides moving in. I can't stress enough how much I love that you're able to do this. And look how quick and easy these slides go in and out. Very easy. Got that slide in. Come back around this way. And let's go see what's accessible. I know the bathroom's obviously gonna be accessible, plus you have the half bath accessible in the garage. And through here, step inside, slides closed. Ooh, you got a little spot you can slip through. You can climb over the couch, get into this area. Yep, we're walking back here, no problem. Getting back into this space, getting back to the refrigerator. Bada bing, bada boom. You can get in your refrigerator in the living room. I don't know why I tried to make that rhyme, y'all. That was so corny. That's so corny. I said bada bing, bada boom in another video, and now all of a sudden it's like ingrained in my mind. You would think I have some sort of like, what's it called? Some sort of, oh my gosh, I can't think of the word. Some sort of Tourette's, because I just get that, I get phrases like as well stuck in my head, and I just continue to say them over and over again. But anyways, nonetheless, this is how the space looks with the slides closed. Obviously, you can still get up into the bedroom, into the bathroom. Everything's good there, and you can access the refrigerator. It just takes a little bit of squeezing to get by that space. So that's all I got for y'all. Let me know what you think down below in the comments. And oh, I almost forgot. One thing that y'all are definitely going to want to see, the price. Now, there's a link down below in the descriptions and comments of this video if you are interested in this fifth wheel RV. There are various different locations across the United States that carry these products, so click the link down there to get the most up-to-date pricing and location information. And that there at $124,995 is the sales price on this toy hauler. This definitely is, you know, one of the most feature-rich toy haulers you'll see at that price point, with the air compressor, with the water manifold system, the quality of everything, Asdel sidewalls, full-time RVing warranty, 6,000 watt generator. I mean, it is got solar up on the roof. I mean, it is just ready to go for y'all. So hopefully you appreciate this video, and until next time, live firmly unbound.